It is day 8 and we've got some leftover steak and eggs for breakfast and a matcha with a little bit of whole milk. Today is a little bit of a lazy start, but I'm gonna do some reading and then I'm probably gonna head home. Alright, we're going for a very girl lunch today. We've got some gala apple, some Gruyere cheese, a boiled egg. By the way, I keep saying deviled egg. I mean boiled egg. So if I keep doing that, that's what I mean. And then I've got yogurt and a little bit of honey. Wake up. Come out. I don't know what happened to my David bar, but it is very smushy. But I'm still gonna eat it. So here's how we ended December. I'm getting ready to change the calendar over to January and mark the calendar for January so far. Okay, dinner tonight is about a half a cup of white rice, 9 pieces of shrimp-ish, an egg, and a little bit of broccoli, and then an Element electrolyte drink. It is the end of day 8. Just took a shower, just did my skincare, and just reflecting on the day today. I didn't get to record a lot. Today was a very much of like I needed a little bit of a reset. I just finished up last week's vlog. I was feeling really tired and just like mentally and physically tired, and my Oura ring, it told me that I needed to prioritize recovery, some type of HRV versus your resting heart rate measurement, and how that changes can tell you if you are recovering properly. So I took today and I did more resting, did some reading. In the middle of the day, we ended up losing Marceline. She's so tiny that it's hard to find her sometimes, and also her being fully black, like anywhere she's hiding, sometimes you just don't notice she's there until you like shine a light and you just see her eyes. It's crazy. So we were looking for her for like an hour and it was very stressful, and obviously that's not very interesting to watch. So but we found her. She ended up being in a drawer. She had climbed up underneath a cabinet into a drawer that we never opened or even thought she'd be in. But tomorrow I'll be back at it. I'm gonna try to go to bed early and get some good rest, and hopefully that will start me on the right track for tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 9. Good morning, Barry. Good morning. How do you guys feel about paper towels? Are you a paper towel girly, or are you a rag person? I am trying to be more of a rag person because I use way too many paper towels. This morning's breakfast is a sausage patty, 2 eggs, a few blueberries, and a matcha. This is around 300 calories for breakfast. Do you guys ever have big spoon days? The big spoon is the only spoon or utensil you have in the drawer. Today's a big spoon day. I feel like I'm learning how to relax again. Like I haven't known what it is to just sit, relax, enjoy my day without feeling like I need to be doing something. I feel like part of my journey with this challenge is gonna be also learning how to relax again, because if I can't get my cortisol levels to come down, then losing fat is much harder. And I really don't want that to be the case. I don't want my body to be holding on to something because I'm in fight or flight mode all the time. I feel like part of this week will be part of that journey. I remembered the studies about walking in nature and how helpful it is for your mental health and how it can really lower your stress levels and help you be more resilient. I want to have better recovery in my body and just having a higher resilience to stress and recovering from stress, whether that be mental, physical. It's important to prioritize going on walks, even when it's cold. Really enjoy where you are made to be, and instead of confined by square walls and corners that don't exist in nature, just be outside and enjoy the smells, the air, the temperature, whatever it may be. If it's cold, bundle up. If it's raining, put on a rain jacket, wear a hat, and just go. Because I'm always happy I did. I never regret it. It's just hard to do it. You can make all the excuses that you want to, but it's so always worth doing it, and I never regret it. So I've never really chosen to eat sweet potatoes before, because I've always found them to take way too long to cook, but I recently did this the other night when I had a sweet potato, and basically you take a fork, poke holes all where you're going to want it to open, and then wrap it in a wet paper towel, and then put it in the microwave for 7 minutes. Okay, for lunch, I've got a sweet potato with a little bit of butter and some cinnamon. To get my protein in, I have some Greek yogurt with a little bit of honey and some blueberries. And then supplements are, I'm taking methylfolate, fish oil, and a adrenal complex. All right, I lounged on the couch for like 2 hours, and now I'm at the gym. So today I'm gonna run for 20 minutes instead of 15, and today's leg day. I'm already dying. Today I did 45 minutes lifting weights plus 20 minutes on a treadmill, and I burned 211 calories. So tonight's dinner is some meatballs that I had in my freezer I totally forgot about. I have about 12 in there, about 400 calories total. And then I whipped together some tomato sauce. I was just really craving some meatballs, and so this is what we got. So it's about 425 calories, and then I'm also going to have a Poppy with that. Watching a little YouTube, and I'm still pretty hungry, so I'm gonna eat this protein bar. I'm gonna do some Wim Hof breathing. If you guys are familiar with that, I've done it before. He is my favorite style of breath work to follow. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna pray, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Clear, and let go. All right, 1 minute, breath hold from now, back into that rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out. 1.5 minutes, breath hold from now on. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. 1.5 minutes, breath hold from now on. Let your breathing return to normal as you finish up the run.
Okay, that was great. I feel super relaxed. I am probably gonna now read some scripture and pray, and I am just gonna enjoy the night with God for the rest of the night, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 10. Good morning, it is day 10. I've just added a star and a smiley face to yesterday because I went on a walk and I did a workout. Today is technically my rest day, but I'm also going wedding dress shopping. And I do need to do my measurements. I did them yesterday So I guess I'm gonna put down what I did yesterday for the measurements. It's still sitting at 22%. I do need to re-weigh myself and then come back to it. I also did get some calipers, and I would really like to check in on those before I really officially write down the 22%. So I got some good feedback from my Oura Ring this morning. Every single day for the past week, it's been telling me that I haven't been recovering well. And last night, even after all I did, had a good recovery. So that's new. And you guys saw that I took some time to rest yesterday. I did lay down for a while before I went to the gym after my walk. And then I also did some Wim Hof breathing, and I did a lot of wind down time last night. Spent it in prayer and reading scripture. So I think this speaks for itself. Today's breakfast is the same thing I had yesterday. This is a sausage. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is one piece of sausage, 2 eggs, and then I'm gonna add a banana, and then of course I have my matcha. Lunch with the fam.
These are not chips.
Oh, done. Here comes the Tesla.
It's Josephine.
It came to pick us up. I found my dress. Just finished up at anthropology, and I was very shocked at how beautiful the dresses were. I found my dress there. I think I maybe tried on 4, and then that was the 4th one, and then I just fell in love with it. I forgot to record what I ate for lunch, but it was about 490 calories. I had an unsweet tea, and it was like a ahi tuna poke bowl. But yeah, I'm about to head to Joe's to hang out with him for a little bit, and we'll see where the day takes us. It is 9:30. I just got home. I am boiling some eggs for dinner, and I'm having a baked potato. Made a couple for tomorrow morning. I really just wanted to eat the potato, but I know that it wasn't going to give me the protein that I needed. Boring to make the eggs, but I know that I'm going to be grateful for that tomorrow. Make my matcha, pull out the eggs. I can look so easy. I usually am typically meeting my goals. I don't usually go over. I just don't cheat, y'all. I just don't cheat. I think cheating is just cheating myself. So anyway, I'll see you when my food's done. All right, here's dinner for the night. This is a baked potato with 1 tablespoon of butter, salt and pepper, then 2 boiled eggs, and then I have some electrolyte water. The total calories for that is 357, and that leaves me with about 250 calories left in today. So back to those calipers for the body fat I was talking about. So there's 2 different ways that I think I'm going to start measuring my body fat moving forward. One is a Navy method, which is what I have been using up until today. Basically, that is measurement by a tape measure. One is with a caliper. So the calipers gave me a measurement of 19.1%. But the US Navy method is still giving me 22%. So, this is very interesting how different those are. I thought everything would be sort of similar in a way. It's totally not. So I think I'm going to keep track of both. I'm basing everything off of the Navy method, but I do find it interesting that 19.1% is the measurement I get for the calipers. But I still think I'm going to stick to the Navy method because that's what I've been using since the beginning. Good morning. Okay, breakfast today is 2 boiled eggs, a matcha, and then I have a sausage patty cooking in the oven. That's about 320 calories for breakfast. It is late in the afternoon, around 4:30. I haven't really left my house all day. I don't know why. I also did not eat lunch, which is not good, but I did eat a late breakfast, like at 11-ish. I don't know, my energy is just down. I don't really want to leave my apartment. I think I'm gonna end up doing some Pilates tonight. All right, I cooked a little bit of an early dinner, 5 o'clock. I've got a sirloin steak that I just made, and then I've also got a medium-sized sweet potato, a little bit of butter, a little bit of cinnamon. This is maybe like 450 calories-ish, 500. Gonna eat dinner now, watch some YouTube, and don't bother me, Candace Owens is on, and I have extra calories to eat. Tonight is just carpet and random Pilates movements that I already know. Good morning! Today is January 6th. Breakfast is a matcha with a little bit of honey and whole milk and some scrambled eggs with some Cholula.
Explain yourself. Explain it. Yeah!
I'm gonna estimate lunch was about like 300 calories. And Joe also got me a chai tea. Drink a little bit of that, not too much.
Dance lessons today. We're just going to start with a little clap. Clap to the rhythm.
What rhythm?
Follow my beat. All right, now we start with a little hip movement, side to side. Ready, 1, 2. Ready, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, pick your feet up a little bit. All right. Other foot. You feel it? Are you feeling this? Are you feeling it? And 1. But up, punch, punch.
Dinner is Mexican. I've got 3 steak tacos with cilantro and onion. Okay, so I'm doing Pilates again tonight. Finished Pilates. Now I'm gonna relax and watch some YouTube. I did not eat breakfast and I have no idea what I'm gonna make for lunch. I marked my calendar for the workout and walk I did yesterday. I think I need to go to the grocery store. So this is lunch. I've got my matcha, of course, and I've got a piece of sourdough bread, pate, and then on top of it is about 90 calories worth of the pepperoni, or salami. I feel so much stronger, and I just feel like the confidence that comes from that feeling strong, or seeing a little bit of improvement on how I look. The confidence that comes from that is also a very healing thing for your mental health. I think that's one of the aspects of something where, you know, if you're waking up every day and what you're seeing in the mirror is not really what reflects, you know, who you think you are or what you could be, but you keep doing the same things that get you into that place that you don't like. It's really important to then align yourself, well, what do you want to look like, and figure out how to align yourself to that.
Big deep breath. In for 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 2, 4. And breathing out for 6, 2.
Okay, so this is definitely not a typical dinner for me, but I did not eat a lot today, and I am planning on going to the gym. So I got a pub sub, just half of one, one slice of provolone, some roast beef, and veggies on the inside. No sauce or anything. This should only be about 700 calories. Workout for the day. I ate half of my sandwich before I went to the gym because I needed some fuel, and so now I'm gonna heat up the rest of the sandwich and eat the rest of it, and maybe also have an apple, a banana, something to help me replenish. All right, so I ate the rest of that sandwich, and I was still very hungry. I've been having heart palpitations lately. It just has made me feel like my iron is low. Maybe I need a little bit more fuel while I'm working out. Been a little bit fatigued. Yeah, so after I finished eating the other half of that sandwich, I ate a baked potato, and then I snacked on some Drizzlicious, of course, and I had a glass of milk. So now I'm feeling pretty full. I feel a little bit better than I did like right after the gym. I did not feel all that great, honestly. But yeah, so I'm gonna chill for the rest of the night, try to get some rest, and hopefully tomorrow I am feeling a little bit better. Me and Barry are on the way to Chick-fil-A. Okay, breakfast is the Chick-fil-A breakfast bowl with grilled filet, a side of fruit. I do use the jalapeno salsa and then some Texas Pete on top. These are 0 calories and this is only 5. So this comes out to be around 480 calories for breakfast. And here's an update on what the calendar is looking like this month. I am in shorts and a t-shirt, and it was a little chilly when I started, but when you get going and you walk enough, you can't even tell because your body temperature warms up. So I feel great, and this has helped my mood a ton. It always does. Okay, just finished up my 45-minute walk, getting ready to stop by the grocery store and replenish on some of my groceries for the week. All right, y'all, we hit up Lidl and I got a little bit of a restock of my fridge, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got for $26. All right, I got 18 eggs. I got some ciabatta bread. If they ever have this 50% off, I always grab that because it ends up being 49 cents. Specifically for the ciabatta bread. They also have sourdough if you go earlier enough with the same % off. I think it's just like bread from yesterday, but it's usually pretty good for a few days still. And then I've got some green peppers, I've got some mushrooms, I've got some shaved steak, and to go with that, I have this provolone cheese. This I'm just gonna make a kind of like a steak and cheese, but with no bread. So this will last me for a little bit. If I could make that same meal a couple different times with all of this. I did pick up some prosciutto to have on slices of bread. I have 3 sweet potatoes, mozzarella also to have on bread and as a snack. And then I also got a squash. We got our protein, we got some carbs, we got our veggies, and we saved a little bit of money.
Love it. I think working, right? And we're sisters of life.
So, I never what we call a team break. It's a lot of fun having a cup of tea as our mother. There's things that I didn't get done. And give her and entrust
Awful as it sounds, and as
substitute 20% salt solution.
that it is a
all right, here's the final result of my 4 o'clock dinner. I'll probably eat this. Hopefully I'll have some leftovers, but I did not eat lunch like I said. Bad me. So I have some leftover unsweet tea. I've also got some electrolytes here, and then yeah, I'm gonna dive into this. Okay, so I ended up eating that whole thing. I am actually not full. I don't really plan on to eat more until later. I think I'm gonna do some Pilates because I've really been liking the mix up of not just only going to the gym.
This is a great way to warm up the whole entire body. Now reverse it. Inhale, kick forward. Exhale, bend and extend back. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5. So 1 push-up and then press back to child's pose. Just 8 more like this.
Alright, just finished up Pilates. Gonna chill for a little bit and wait for this new Candace Owens episode. It feels like it's gonna be juicy.
Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes. Relax. Breathe out. Just go with the flow of the breath. Out. In.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. Gonna try to wake up early tomorrow. I'll see you for the last day of week 2. Alright, breakfast today is prosciutto and provolone cheese on a piece of ciabatta with a little bit of butter and a matcha. I have been terrible at keeping up with eating lately, and it's very frustrating for me because I just get so sidetracked and totally forget to eat. Dinner is approaching quickly, and I have a feeling I'm gonna end up eating the same thing that I ate last night for dinner. Yeah, I'm gonna boil some eggs and then maybe I'll top it with some of this prosciutto. Eggs are boiling. I'm contemplating another matcha. Okay. Alright, I have some packing that I have to do because we are going to Disney tomorrow. I'm gonna do some packing. It's supposed to be pretty sunny in Florida, so yay! I am just a little perplexed at not having enough warmth. So it might rain a little bit, so I'm gonna take that into account as well. But I'm gonna pack some shorts, and I'm gonna pack some tank tops, and I'm gonna pack some t-shirts. Alright, I'm all packed. Now let's go make some dinner. Alright, dinner is super random. I've got the rest of that meat. I have to eat it because I will be leaving tomorrow and I will not be able to consume this. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat all this. This is a pretty large sweet potato. I have a little bit of butter and some cinnamon in here, and this is just salt and steak. And then I have a poppy. I am gonna start winding down early tonight. It is only 6:30. I also wanted to address the fact that I haven't really posted any of my calories for each day. I've gotten to the point where I kind of know what everything is that I eat now, and I can look at something and be like, yep, I can afford that, or no, I cannot. And I continue that calorie deficit the same way that I did in week 1. I just live in a zoo. I am taking more rest days, yes, this week. I am still in my calorie deficit, and I'm still tracking my Oura Ring results and just kind of learning how to go with my body with the ebbs and flows and when I need rest and when I can push myself a little bit more. Goals going into week 3, making sure I meet my protein goals, prioritize doing Pilates. Thank you for watching my journey for week 2. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys for week 3.